Hey, how's it going, y'all? Welcome back to episode 2 of the Gill podcast. There's no video portion of this podcast. I recorded episode 1 literally at 1 a.m. this morning, and currently it is now 3:50 p.m. the same day, and I'm recording this second episode. And yeah, it's pretty nuts. In this episode, I wanted to talk about worth ethic and working hard and believing in yourself. If you really want something, you would work hard to achieve it. A couple of years ago, I really love working hard. It's in my gene. I don't know why, but I just have this thing of getting an idea in my head and then executing it. If it's something for my house, if it's something for my business or my friend or something for myself, like having an idea in my head and then having that need to have it executed. Like right now, I don't know, I could literally be in bed resting, but hey, I wanted to record a podcast in my car while it's raining outside, and I'm like, hey, why not? This is the best, perfect opportunity to test that out. Having an idea in your head and then just executing it is just it feels right. It feels good to me. A couple of years ago, in my heyday, well, I'm still pretty busy now, but a couple of years ago, I was doing 2 or 3 photo shoots before work, editing videos, having consultations booked via Zoom or at my office or my home office at the time. I was constantly busy. Friends wanted to hang out. I would have them on a timer. I would have friends, okay, we're hanging out. I'm free from 11 a.m. till 1:15. 1:15 is the dead stop because at 1:30, 2 o'clock, I planted our meeting where we're going to be hanging out at to be the exact location near where I'm going to be meeting a client. And sometimes it didn't really work out that way because friends, would be talking and they would want to spend time to catch up, but I'm on a strict deadline. Some people didn't like that. Some people still don't. But I loved it because I got a lot out of it where I'd wake up in the morning, do what I needed to do, go to the gym, maybe bike a few miles, shower, go hang out with this friend till said time, hopefully. Rarely I've ever had to all right, I gotta go because I'm going to be late. But it's always been like, yo, I got this thing I gotta go do. And, they'll say something after or before, like, dude, like you're just never chilling. I'm like, yeah, no, not really. But a couple of years ago, I had a few people that were in my corner that said, hey, I think you should stop what you're doing and take a break. You should take a break because you're working too hard. And at the time, even now, I understand that came from a place of love, and they really did care about me because they were thinking that I'm going to be burning out, because to them, they can't do that. They can't see, and it's not an insult to them, but they don't see the bigger picture. Because I have my own trajectory and I have my own goals that I am working towards. So for them, they see me working full time, 10 hours a day at work, doing whatever I need to do, client work, working with myself, my own content creating, hanging out with people, not really making time to rest or make time to reflect on myself, whatever that meant. And because some people do need that, but I don't. I just need to stay busy. I mean, I do rest and I do reflect, but ultimately I really just love working. Also, some of these people mentioned that, which is true, that working hard can also be a very toxic trait. And for some people, they work hard to make other people feel bad. Hey, look how hard I'm working. You're not working. Hustle culture, grind, 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 grind. I'm not really with all that. I really just like working. And ultimately, maybe some of these people thought that I was making them feel bad, or when I would be working hard and achieve some things, they felt bad. So they felt bad being around me, knowing that I'm getting all these things, I'm working hard, and I'm sharing all these stories, because I really want everybody to prosper. I want everybody to win. I want everybody to just like have a goal and set it and then like achieve it. So there was a couple times where I would overshare. I wouldn't share with everybody. I would just share with a few people who I know probably needed the motivation or the idea or tip. And this is when I just got into like consulting, and I was sharing my consultation tips for this individual. And they're like, do you ever just chill? Because I told them the story how I went to a store and I had on a specific shirt that kind of like said something very content creator. It said podcaster. And the person like made a head nod like, oh, you're a podcaster? I'm like, yeah, a podcast. I whipped up my card, showed them my whole spiel, my whole studio. And next thing you know, I gained a photo shoot client. And then they also connected me with some other people. And then me wearing a shirt that was just a walking billboard, and then my personality, and then being ready, kind of like I think it was like a $20 shirt, got me like $800 worth of like revenue in less than 15 minutes. And I was sharing that idea with a friend, and I was like, putting it into perspective. And their retort was something along the lines of, do you ever just go and just chill and not think about content creating or think about money? I was taken aback because I really wanted to help this person out, because this person expressed how they're in the rut. Oh man, nothing's panning out. Like nothing's really working out. I was like, oh, well, here's an opportunity. Maybe you could try a different way of thinking and going in a different route when it comes to how you make money or how you get clients and stuff like that. And ultimately, it just became more apparent that we're all just wired differently. Some people just love to complain. Some people just want to be sad. Some people want no solution to their problem. Not saying that this person didn't want a solution, but when given one, they were just saying that they just want to relax. They just want to recharge and decompress, which is totally fine, but that's not me. And I know who I am. Maybe a couple of years ago, it was kind of hard for me to like navigate and express that, hey, I just like to work. I like to stay busy. Not because I'm sad or depressed, but I've always worked. Like I have that working gene. Like my dad had a carpet cleaning business when I was a kid, and I would just get out of school, finish my homework, and like beg him to like take me on a client call. And when he didn't, I'd cry. I'd be like, I'm stuck home doing nothing. I could be out there working. I could be out there like handing out business cards. Like true story. Like I would literally cry if my dad like took a job and didn't like take me or something. But yeah, that's just me. Like a short synopsis. Gil is a workaholic. And there are times where you get that voice in your head. We all do. Take a break. Relax. Come on, give up. Just, you're hungry. Go eat a Twizzler. Like, relax. Go chill. We all get that voice in our head. Especially the one that tells you to get a Twizzler, right? We all get that. So, I hear that voice, and then when I hear that voice, I try to turn it off. I try to tune it out. And when I hear that voice, that means I'm onto something. That means, yo, there's something coming. There's something around the corner. And what's around that corner is the accomplishment. That feeling of just, oh my gosh, I won. I beat the odds. That's the best feeling. Maybe like last year, a friend of mine, we went bike riding, and we normally do maybe like 35 miles. And we had this specific route that we take. So we took the route. I know the route, and I know the breaks points. I know when we're going to like turn around. So my friend is taking the lead, and in my head, oh, checkpoint. We made it. All right. It's time to turn back around. We do this all the time. Routine. And my friend just kept pedaling. And I said, yo, what are you doing? And he said, come on, let's keep going. I'm like, oh, come on, man. It's been like an hour or like an hour or two. And no, it's been like 2 hours because we did like a couple of pit stops. He's like, dude, let's keep riding. I'm like, okay. So now I'm like, okay, dude, like we gotta go, because in my brain, I'm already tired now because I got to that point. I got to that checkpoint where we normally stop and make a U-turn and to head back home. And we just kept riding for like a couple more miles. Then he picked up speed. He's in a bit more better shape than I am. He just picked up speed, and I'm like, well, I can't lag behind. Like, we live in South Florida. Riding by yourself is kind of dangerous because people don't see you. So you're more likely to be seen if you're riding with another cyclist. Anyways, he's pedaling on. He's going hard. And I'm like, man, I think I'm about to give up here. I look on my right. There's a 7-Eleven. Twizzlers. I could stop for a Twizzler and a Gatorade. Yeah, give me that sugar. I need that. I'm like, yo, where are we stopping? And he ignored me. He just pedaled on. And I'm like, this guy, this jerk. I just want to go home and take a nap now. What are you doing? Now we're further away from home. And he just like, keep pedaling. Come on. Let's go. Come on, let's go. And he's shouting it. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to show you. Let's go. And I just kept going. My brain is just like, dude, come on. Come on, you fat loser. Stop it. Who do you think you are? Take a break. You're not him. You can't be him. Look at him. He's in better shape than you. He's been cycling a lot longer. Oh, his bike is so much better too. Like, what are you doing? Stop. Stop while you're here. Like, what are you going to do when you get home? That all was playing in my head. Just stop. And I'm just like pedaling. And then I just kept hearing my friend voice get louder. And the tiny voice in my head that's telling me to stop, to give up, it's kind of started like not being as loud, to the point where it felt as if that voice was like on my back, just fell off, like it just dropped. And I just kept pedaling. And then I just felt this big rush of energy. Like I was a new person. Like I hit this new gear, and I just kept pedaling. And I just kept looking forward, looking at my boy, just kept looking at him ahead of me. And I'm just kept pedaling faster. And I just felt this new rush of energy. And we just pedaled on for a couple more miles, and I felt amazing. And it was not until he's like, yo, let's stop here. And I'm like, no, let's go. And I have clipless pedals. So you become one with the bike. So my feet is like in the bike, and I'm pedaling, going. It was the best feeling. And I think about it often. Hitting going beyond your limits. One of my favorite animes of all time, Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, preaches the idea of seeing your limit, seeing your ceiling, punching through it, and going beyond it. I quite literally have never felt like, I mean, of course, I've had some strenuous situations while I was in high school wrestling and pushing myself. But as an adult, don't really push ourselves. Come on. Like, even at the gym, like, we're not, even when we have personal trainers, okay, cool. But I think for the very first time as an adult, I was forced to tell that voice to shut up, get off, get away. I'm not listening to you. And it felt great. And I want that feeling for a lot of people. But sadly, many people, once they get some type of adversity, okay, I give up. Oh, well, okay, I'm going to stop here. Oh, this is my limit. This is where I stop. After that moment, it pushed me to go beyond my limits with certain things like food habits. Oh, you're hungry. Go eat a Twizzler. No, I'm good. Oh, you're hungry. Go have an extra cup of coffee with creamer. No. Oh, you're tired. Go take a nap. No. I know that just we're naturally just lazy. We want to eat. We're hungry. We're tired. We're always going to do the thing that's easiest for us. Like I naturally feel like the human body is just like lazy, but our mind is very powerful. Our mind is like a supreme being. Like there's like two people in our body, essentially. There's like the body, which is lazy, disgusting, always hungry and tired. Then there's the mind, which is always hungry for knowledge and stuff and like that. Oh man, and experience. But all in all, I just wanted to say, oh, this is a lot longer than I wanted it to be. I'm just gonna wrap it up here. Go beyond your limits. Drill and pierce the heavens. Set goals and crush them. If you enjoy this podcast, check me out on all social medias. Instagram, I'm at SHINGUIL. I'm also SHINGUIL on Twitter. And on YouTube, you can find me at youtube.com/Gil Dormius. That's GUILDORMEUS. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. I love you, and go crush something, man. Bye.